as you said, I mean, it is a unique kind of like concept in terms of what you have in this. And for those who haven't seen a concept like this, talk about that draw of coming to a place like this and what you can provide.
Yeah, I'm as excited about Pickle and Pens and this concept that we've created than anything that we've ever created. We own Surge Entertainment, which is a kind of multifaceted entertainment park structure. We've got one in Baton Rouge, one in Bossier, one in Mobile, one in Lafayette, one up in West Monroe. We're building one actually here right next door to Pickle and Pens. But this concept is great because, number one, I love pickleball. A lot of people love pickleball. So we've given the opportunity for people to come indoors, obviously out of the hostile elements sometimes, and be able to play pickleball. We actually have 2 padel courts, a big sport in Europe that's actually coming to the U.S. as well. I think these are the only 2 padel courts in Louisiana right now. But really just a great space for fun, family, friends, parties, events, corporate events, birthday parties. We actually have, behind me here, we've got electronic darts, which is a blast. We've got electronic axe throwing. So you're actually throwing darts, you're actually throwing axes, and you're hitting targets, and it's registering points. It's all a very unique camera system that does that. So that's a lot of fun. We've got duck pin bowling. We've got full restaurant bar. The restaurant's cool. We kind of tried to create like a food truck park atmosphere, almost like a beer garden. So bring the family, bring the friends, have a good time. It's very, very family friendly. But I think the pickleball element is kind of what you see going on right now. That's for the recreational player, it's for the competitive player. We'll be able to do leagues, tournaments, all kinds of stuff. We're going to have a membership model as well that's going to allow people to become members here and get discounted rates on everything and be a part of some really unique offerings here as well.
And when you do these kind of ventures, is it easier or more fun when it involves stuff like this? Like it's a family kind of atmosphere kind of stuff, like pickleball, for example, like these kind of ventures. Yeah. Is it a little more fun for you to kind of dive into and do?
Here's the thing, we like creating things that are unique and different and have never been done before. And there's some pickleball facilities out there. This one is something that offers pickleball, but it offers so much more as well. So if you are just a pickleball player who wants to, has your kind of normal 8 a.m. group, you can come here, play pickleball, have a great time. If you're more of a recreational player that is just picking up the sport and you want to do it in kind of a fun, non-intimidating environment, this is a great place to do it. If you're a padel player and haven't been able to find padel courts, well, they're here, right? And then just all the other fun games. It's great for just a night out with friends. It's great for a family night. Bring the youth baseball teams here after the game to be able to celebrate together, grab pizza, tacos, sliders, you name it. So we've really just tried to think of everything and curate this environment to be one that is very, very inviting for everybody.
Yeah, it is a pretty cool concept that you've got here. Just kind of transitioning, tomorrow's going to be a big day for you, obviously, going to the Saints Hall of Fame. Just kind of looking forward to that day and being a part of all the stuff that comes along with it. And it so happens that it is Broncos, Saints, and Sean will be back in here. What are your emotions, kind of your feelings about how tomorrow's going to go for you?
Yeah, look, I'm excited. I'm obviously very honored to be inducted in the Saints Hall of Fame. I've had the chance to see a lot of my teammates, go in over the years, especially since our Super Bowl run in 2009. So, even as I was playing, and to watch guys like Marcus Colston come back, and Roman Harper and Lance Moore, and Jari Evans and Jabari Greer, and so many others. It's always great to kind of recognize their careers, their contributions, kind of what they've meant to this organization. There's just been so many players that have done that, and especially I think call it our era, right? The Sean Payton era from 2006 to 2020. Man, we just had so many guys that meant so much to this organization. And so I think this moment is honestly an opportunity for all of us just to reflect again just on what this journey has meant to all of us. It allows us to do that in front of the greatest fans on earth, the Who Dat Nation. I can think of no better timing to do this on Thursday night prime time with our old coach Sean Payton, coming back in the building with the Broncos. So it'll be a special night.
I know you've kind of seen, Saints got off to a nice little start, 2 wins in a row to start.
Yeah.
It's kind of dipped here. And I know you're still watching games. You're also, obviously studying what each team's doing. Just kind of what you're seeing right now. Is this something that, hopefully if Who Dats are watching this, is something that they can maybe rebound, and if so, what kind of is the formula of it?
Yeah. Look, it's football is such a momentum game, You know, you have those stretches where, man, you're playing great, feels like everything's working, you're just in sync. And then you have those moments where, we're just, you know, we're an inch away, it's a play away here or there. You might have some injuries, right, where you're just trying to shore up and just, you know, get through a few weeks. So there's always that going on. Obviously, look, I think what we know is we should have confidence as a Saints organization, because I think we've seen what we can do. You know, those first 2 weeks were, I mean, lights out. That was the best offense in football, right? And I think everybody was excited about what was to come. Man, there's been some hiccups now, you know, a couple losses, but we still have a top-tier defense. I know last week was rough, but we still have a top-tier defense. We have playmakers and a scheme that can really score a lot of points on offense. It just has to complement, it just has to work together, and I think you just kind of got to get back on that winning track, right? I know we got a lot of guys out, you know, for the game tomorrow. I just saw that Shaheed and Olave are out. But to me, what that means is, okay, man, yes, we're going to miss those guys, but next man up mentality, an opportunity for some of these young receivers to really make their mark, to kind of be a feature guy. Man, Alvin going to have to carry the load, you know, the run game's going to have to, you know, be on point. You know, for the defense, man, it's time to get healthy, right? Let's get after this rookie quarterback in Bo Nix, you know? So, look, I think you get back on track with a win like this. This would be a huge emotional win, I think, for the team. And then you worry about them one at a time after that. I saw from Spencer Rattler exactly what I thought I saw, which is a guy who plays with a ton of confidence. Man, can make all the throws, and yet then you just kind of have to make some of the mistakes and work through those, just like every young player does, you know. And look, that game started to get out of hand a little bit, you know, late into the third quarter and the fourth quarter. All of a sudden you're down by a few scores. You have to play a lot more aggressively. So you take chances that you might not otherwise take, right? But, man, that first half was, you know, once we got down, and then all of a sudden it was like punt return, get a turnover, touchdown, get another turnover, touchdown. It just shows you how quickly things can change. I think it shows you, too, how explosive we can be as a team. We've got a defense that can take the football away. We've got an offense that can score quickly. So we're never out of any game. That should give us all a lot of confidence.
Have you thought about, Drew, what halftime will mean to you, like 16 years ago to now in the Saints Hall of Fame?
Yeah, look, you know, so many emotions come back every time I step foot in the dome. You reflect on so many of the incredible moments, so many incredible teams that we've had here. Look, I think that we've really built a culture of winning and high expectations around here, and that's good. That's a good thing. We've continued to build on the tradition of this team, and like the Who Dat chant to start games, and just like, I think we have the reputation for being one of the greatest fan bases in the country, one of the best game day atmospheres in the country, and all we want to do, I think, as a team is be able to provide a winner to our fans, because they deserve it. And so, like, every time I step in the dome, I still feel like I'm part of the team. I still feel like I'm a New Orleans Saint. I'll always be a New Orleans Saint. I want us to win as bad as anybody who's on the sideline and in the game for us. So it still means a lot to me.